Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be reactions for WrestleMania 38 Night 1 Saturday. So, before I get into the video, I want to mention this before I go into my reactions. So the tag team match between the New Day versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland did not happen. I don't know why, but I can give two reasons. Either one, the match got canceled, or two, the match will be happening on the second night of WrestleMania 38, Night 2, Sunday, which I assume either it will be a pre-show match or it'll be a part of the regular show. But I have no idea why it happened, but those are my guesses. And I got 4 out of the 7 matches correct, which is pretty good for WrestleMania 38. This is night 1, but it's not over. So, there's going to be reactions for tomorrow. So, we'll find out how good I do tomorrow. And figure how I do as a whole. But anyway, let's get into the matches. So, the first match of the night is a tag team match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Winners of the tag team match and still SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos. Totally not surprised by this. I knew it was going to happen. So, not really as surprising of the match. Second thing, singles match, Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin, winner of the singles match. Drew McIntyre, not surprised by this either. I'm happy that Drew McIntyre finally got his redemption against Happy Corbin. Third thing, tag team match. The Mysterios versus The Miz and Logan Paul. Winners of the tag team match, The Miz and Logan Paul. This actually made me pretty upset. I was really mad about it. But you know what I was happy about? You know, The Miz and Logan Paul won. That made me mad. But you know what made me happy? The Miz attacked Logan Paul after the match. That's what made me happy. That's what made me happy. Logan Paul was attacked by The Miz after the match. So The Miz turned on Logan Paul. That's what makes me happy. Now, what does this mean for Logan Paul and The Miz? Well, here's my guess. So, most likely what's going to happen is this will set up a match between The Miz and Logan Paul. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I'm going to assume that it's going to happen at the next big pay-per-view, which will be SummerSlam. And that won't be until like August, so we can forget about Logan Paul and WWE for a while. The fourth match is a singles match for the Raw Women's Championship. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. Winner and new Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. So, you know, I had really trouble predicting this match. That's the honest truth. I had a lot of trouble predicting this match because I thought about it really hard. I thought so hard that Becky Lynch was going to retain. But then I thought hard about how Bianca Belair is going to become the new champion. So I was like, what's going to happen? Like, what's going to happen? They're both good wrestlers. They're both former women's champions. So, who's going to win? It was trouble deciding. I picked Becky Lynch because she was the champion. But Bianca Belair won. So, you know. And I'll talk more about this match later. And you guys will know why. The fifth thing. Tag team match. The New Day versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland. Like I said earlier, that match was either canceled or will be happening on WrestleMania 38 Night 2 Sunday. Most likely, WrestleMania Night 2 Sunday. Most likely, it will be a pre-show match, but if not, it will be a part of the regular show. The fifth thing is a singles match. Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. Winner of the singles match, Cody Rhodes. So, everybody is probably wondering, Joey, did you know Cody Rhodes was going to come out and be a surprise at WrestleMania 38? No, I did not. No, I was not surprised. I've known for at least a couple weeks now that Cody Rhodes would be returning to WWE because, I follow all the wrestling news sites, so I know what's going on. So I was not surprised for Cody Rhodes returning. Now, I'm happy that Cody Rhodes returned. I'm happy that he didn't lose to Seth Rollins and be buried by Vince McMahon because he was in AEW. Now, that would make me pretty mad if that actually did happen, but I'm happy that Cody Rhodes won his debut match at WrestleMania. So, no, I was not surprised that Cody Rhodes would return at WrestleMania 38. I was not surprised. I knew it was going to happen. I've known for weeks it's going to happen. And even the fans knew it was going to happen. Like, when I was at that Monday Night Raw in Pittsburgh, they were chanting, Cody, Cody, Cody. When Seth Rollins got the match for WrestleMania, of course, at that time, we didn't know who he was facing, but everybody assumed that it was going to be Cody Rhodes. And that's why I wasn't surprised. Sixth thing, singles match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. Winner of the singles match is still SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. Overall, it was a good match. Seventh match of the night, no holds barred match. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens. Winner of the no holds barred match, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, let me talk about this. So, I didn't know this match was going to happen. So, I knew it was going to be a Kevin Owens show segment. But I didn't know it was actually going to be a match. I knew that a brawl would happen, but I didn't think it would be actually a match. So I'm kind of surprised by that. But either way, I was happy seeing Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania. Kevin Owens got what he deserved, and he got beat by Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's all I can really say. So, one more thing I want to talk about really quick, because I'm probably thinking probably people want to notice. What is my thoughts on Logan Paul's wrestling? I thought it was okay. It wasn't great. He still has a lot of work to do before he actually becomes a wrestler. Yes, he has a character. Yes, he's got a theme song. But there's things that he doesn't have. He doesn't have a finisher. He's not fully in depth with wrestling yet. So which means that he's okay at wrestling, but he doesn't know everything yet. Like, his wrestling was okay for the first time having a match. So that's my thoughts on Logan Paul wrestling. He was okay. He wasn't the best wrestler. Okay, let me say this. So, he's not the best wrestler to come in for his first match as an outsider from WWE. He's one of those people that came from Hollywood. He's not, so he did okay. He wasn't the best wrestler that came from Hollywood, and he wasn't the worst wrestler that came from Hollywood. But I can say Bad Bunny was a better wrestler than he was. He came in and he did a good job. He knew what to do. He was training before the match. I don't think Logan Paul actually trained. Yes, he was a kid who watched wrestling as a child, but he wasn't better than Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny knew what he was doing. Yeah, he watched wrestling as a kid too, but he actually trained for this. He actually was excited. He actually wanted to do this. So, Bad Bunny is better than Logan Paul. Same thing with Pat McAfee. Everybody knows Pat McAfee is a former punter for the Indianapolis Colts. He was also a wrestling fan as a kid. But you know what happened? He's a better wrestler than Logan Paul. And you're probably saying, Joey, why are you burying Logan Paul? Well, what I'm saying is, He's an okay wrestler. There has been better people that came out of Hollywood and been a better wrestler than in their first debut than Logan Paul. So Logan Paul, he's okay. He was an okay wrestler. He did some okay moves. The only thing that really got him over was his character, and that's all I can really say. So, yeah, he's an okay wrestler, but first time debuts out of Hollywood, he's not the best. I would say it's more like Bad Bunny and Pat McAfee, and maybe even Johnny Knoxville, because he's wrestling Sami Zayn tomorrow. But, you know, we'll figure that out for tomorrow. But anyway, I wanted to talk about that really quick. I think people wanted to know about that. I forgot to mention it while I was talking about the match, but, you know, probably people are wondering, what do I think about Logan Paul wrestling? I don't really care that he's a wrestler. I don't think he should be a wrestler. They even mentioned about his brother being a wrestler, which he was on the kickoff show. All that shit fucking happened. I was pissed off about that. I'm actually really pissed off that Logan Paul and Jake Paul are even in WWE to begin with. But, you know, it's wrestling. Anything can happen. But anyway, now it's time to get onto the final stuff. So, what did I think was the match of the night? I thought the match of the night was the singles match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. It was a very good match. I knew it was the match of the night. And, you know, I wish Ronda Rousey would have won, but, you know, Charlotte Flair retained. What was the underdog match of the night? The underdog match of the night was the singles match for the Raw Women's Championship. I thought that was a good match. I thought that was the best match of the show. But it's not the match of the night because the match between Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship was a bigger match to me. But, you know, but this match was the best wrestled match. I think Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair were at their full potential in this match. I thought their feud was great, and this match was great. Even though I didn't know who was going to win, they had a great match, and I'm happy that Bianca Belair has become a champion once again. So, honorable mentions. Well, do I really have an honorable mention? Honestly, it's kind of mixed. So I had one idea earlier, now I have two ideas. I'm just going to go with the one I think is an honorable mention for underdog match of the night. You know, I really do want to say the no holds barred match, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens. But I'm not going to go with that route. I'm going to say the honorable mention for underdog match of the night is the singles match between Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. You know, that was the big hype of night one. You know, people were really hyped about, you know, Cody Rhodes coming back to WWE. I knew it was going to happen. I was not surprised. A lot of the fans knew it was going to happen. So, that's the honorable mention for underdog match of the night. And those were my predictions and reactions for Wrestlemania 38 Night 1 Saturday. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period.